have also heard this report, but there's no way in which they can confirm it. I'll see if I can check with the GE test conductor. Roger.
All stations, this is Cape Retro. Go. Expect to pick up the ground momentarily. Go. RF systems, go. Landline instrumentation, go. Telemetry, go. Mercury,
Channel bus bar
dual launch control, go.
24 amps.
Go.
Main bus
Water systems,
25.8.
Complex electrical, go. Missile power, go.
This is Bermuda.
E-guidance ground station.
Go ahead. No problem.
Range support.
Go ahead.
What is all this mean, really?
It sounds to me like he's going to go, but stand by.
The count, 30 seconds.
What do we consult with? Fire on him.
GE is sending a weak signal. Does this mean a weak signal? Oh, we've got enough trouble with that damn thing as it is.
No, evidently the people at Burroughs were satisfied.
Again, we have a report from the ground station. They have checked everything over there. Everything is reading correctly. We have had a history in the past of bad instrumentation on this particular reading. They feel sure that it is in the instrumentation in the blockhouse and not in the system. So there is,
In other words, GE Burroughs is happy out there.
I'd like to make another quick voice check starting with your share. All flight controllers go red. Like a quick status check. Red, please. Red, red. Retro, Capcom. Go red. Stand by for a status check. Support. Go. Surgeon. Environment. Capcom. Roger. Systems. Retro. Fido. Missile. Network. Procedures has the voice. Checking it right now. Recovery, how are you? Recovery is go.
Go ahead, Redbone. Did you read that mark? Roger, we have that. Bi-directed CTC.
CTC, go ahead. Give status report. Mercury control centers, go. Roger.
Test conductor, you have my green light at 522. Oh, Roger, thank you.
Flight from procedures, the internal power summary is up. Roger.
T-minus 5 minutes. Mark, minus 5 minutes. Oh, Roger, thank you. T-minus 3 minutes, 30 seconds and counting.
Telemetry to internal. Flight from support. Go ahead.
Do you have a running safety contact?
2 minutes. I've had one already.
Roger.
Flight network, we have a minor communications problem with White Sands.
Minus 3 minutes.
Roger.
Timer off, ready, switch to ready. GM blockhouse, GNR at T-minus 2. Minus 2 minutes, 40 seconds. AMR coordinator.
Go ahead.
Turn on high-speed data right reporter at T-minus 50 seconds.
Roger, will do.
Flight, this is range safety observer standing by for liftoff.
Roger, read you loud and clear. How me?
I read you loud and clear also.
Minus 2 minutes, 10 seconds.
Securing lock tagging. Bermuda flight, Cape Retro. Read you loud and clear, Retro. Roger, read you loud and clear also. I'll give you a mark at 60 seconds.
Minus 2 minutes.
Stalling flight pressure. Seconds.
Camera and tango systems on.
Yes, stop.
Minus 1 minute, 55 seconds.
We're on off.
All stations, side tone channel 8.
CC this way.
Minus 1 minute, 45 seconds. Arm switch to arm. Engine press complete, light on. Minus 1 minute, 40 seconds. Landline.
Missile 2 enter. Roger, Capcom.
Go ahead, landline.
Okay, I'm checking inverter voltage. We don't have any indication.
Minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
How are you, Surgeon?
Say again.
We have no indication.
Minus 1 minute, 25.
Inverter voltage. E1096. 1006 feet.
Minus 1 minute, 20 seconds.
DC, I'm reading 115.2 volts up here on the panel.
Oh, Roger. Thank you. 1 minute, 15 seconds. Status check, missile power.
Go.
RF systems.
Go.
Propulsion.
Go.
AMR telemetry.
Go.
Telemetering quality.
Go.
Mercury capsule.
Go.
T-minus 60 seconds and counting.
Bermuda.
Into internal.
Water full flow.
Auto plus arm. Minus 55 seconds.
Now where's GCC?
Minus 50 seconds.
Water
Minus
systems,
45 seconds. Minus 40 seconds. Status check, pressurization.
Go.
Box tanking. Go.
Mercury control
Water
center
systems.
reported
Go.
by fast.
Range operations. Range operations. Minus 30 seconds.
CRF. Mercury cleared launch. Cleared launch.
Range operations. Minus 26 seconds. Range operations. SRO, are we okay to launch?
You are clear to launch. Hold it,
Roger,
19.
thank you. All pre-start panel lights are correct. The ready light is on. Eject Mercury umbilical. Oil evacuate.
Mercury umbilical is clear.
Mercury go. Evacuate lights on. Evacuate lights on. All quarters to start. All quarters to fast. T-minus 18 seconds and counting. Engine start.
T-minus 18 and counting. Roger.
Minus 15 seconds.
We have your summary. Roger.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Zero. Plus 1 second.
Lift off.
Lift off.
Lift off. Lift
Flight
off.
range safety observer, we have liftoff. We are green at this time.
1757. Roger, range safety. 150757.
We are green.
That's correct. Roger. Range safety green. Safety green. Roger.
Range safety green down the line.
Everything's computer. Roger. How are you, Fido? Looks good here, flight. Roger. How are you, range safety?
Range safety is green right down the line.
Roger. How about you, Surgeon? Go all the way.
Range safety still green.
Roger.
Fido Capcom.
Coming up on max Q. Looks very good. Roger.
Fido Capcom.
Clock is running. Flight. Capcom, would you override the coordination? The 8 and 9 seconds are missing.
Go to know that.
Roger. Going through max Q, Bermuda. Roger. Clock is running with the 8 and 9s of seconds missing. Understand, 8 and 9 missing. Is this in units of seconds? That's affirmative, flight.
How you, system?
Systems a go.
Roger. Split environment.
We're go, and we're still moving down.
This is Cape Capcom. Your trajectory is
How do you
good.
look, missile?
What's good here?
Roger.
Flight systems. Go ahead, system. We lost our pitch ignore. We shouldn't pitch at full scale. We'll keep an eye on this.
All right, okay.
Bermuda, we lost our pitch ignore. Go ahead, Captain. Full scale, we keep an eye on it.
Normal on the Seco.
Roger, Gage.
Affirmative. Let's try it. Be prepared to remove it.
Flight, you want me to go yellow?
I removed it.
Negative. John, would you duck your head? Hello, boy. We got it back. The cabin pressure is sealed and holding. Foxy,
We have ignore back.
Looks okay. There you go. Roger, Cape. Cabin pressure sealed and holding. Roger. Staging. Staging confirmed. Roger. Clock looks good
Final
now.
confirmed
8 and 9 are
staging.
back.
Clock now looks good.
Roger, Cape.
How are you, Surgeon?
Go all the way.
How about environment?
We go.
How's the voice, Capcom? How's your voice, Capcom? Got it. Star rocket, star set.
Power reception.
How are you, system?
System's okay.
You lose your ignore?
Roger.
We lost our ignore. Looks okay. Trajectory looks good here. Steering is good.
Roger. Trajectory is good. Steering good. Roger, Retro. We are receiving acquisition.
How's your missile?
Roger. Looks good.
Roger. Cabin pressure looks good?
All holding fine.
Roger. How about
Bermuda
you?
has PM solid.
Holding fine.
Roger.
Roger. Trajectory looks very good here. Just keep it burning.
We have no pitch ignore, Cape. No pitch ignore.
Roger. Roger, we concur. How's your voice, Capcom?
How's the clock, Bermuda?
Roger.
Stand by.
How's he look, Surgeon?
Looking fine. He's caught every light right on the money.
Roger.
Roger.
Trajectory looks very good. Roger.
Trajectory's right on. We have a loss of 16 track. Roger.
Okay. Stand by. Go ahead.
32nd blue light right on the schedule.
Roger.
Bermuda has UHF contact. Roger.
Okay, let's go around the horn and see if we're ready. How about you, Retro?
Go,
You give me a call,
now.
Seco.
Systems, you go.
Systems
Bermuda
go.
plotting. Capcom.
Roger.
Environment.
Go.
Surgeon.
Go.
How about you, Missile?
Go.
Range safety, we're go.
Roger. Range safety, understand.
Bermuda, we're go.
Roger, Dave.
Azusa switch is not enabled at this time.
Roger, very good. Data quiet. Roger. 10 seconds to go. Looks very
10
good.
seconds to go. Smooth data.
Recovery. Roll ignore.
We are through the gates, flight.
Through the gate.
Roger.
Seco.
Seco, come in.
Seco. Cap 7. Roger.
Turnaround is started.
Turnaround started. Roger, we confirm.
Roger. We gotta go. We have go conditions.
We have a
Very
go
good
condition.
cutoff, at least 7 orbit
More than 7
capability.
orbit capability.
What have you got, Bermuda?
Bermuda, go.
Roger.
Beautiful. We have solid track on 16 and below. Roger. Capsule and retro attitude. Capsule and retro attitude.
How do you look, Surgeon?
Look good all the way. Right on schedule.
Roger. Everything looks good here, Bermuda.
Roger, Cape, we agree. All systems good. Aeromet says everything's okay.
Roger.
Capsule in retro attitude.
Roger. Retro, give
No
no ignores.
normal go.
You have no pitch ignores, right?
Right, Cape.
How's your UHF?
UHF is good.
You got that command off?
Roger.
Looks like we got it up there.
Beautiful cutoff.
That is confirmed, flight. That is confirmed. Our command carrier's off, Bermuda.
Roger, Cape.
How's the TM signal?
TM, we just lost. We get it back in a while. Stand by, Cape. We still have 16 on the low track.
Roger.
ECTRC for 1 Bravo in orbit phase. Go, Retro. 001918. 1918.
That's a firm ICTRC minus 04, minus 13, minus 04.
Roger, minus 04, minus 13, minus 04.
That's a firm ECTRC for end of orbit 012845.
Sure, Roger, 012845.
End of mission 043308.
Roger, 043308.
That's affirmative.
Good. Roger.
Okay, we have TM solid again. We've just passed point of closest approach. The Chimp is working perfectly.
Roger, what was your TM problem?
We just lost sync for a while. It's okay now, really good.
Roger. Flight, this Fido. Go, Fido. Cutoff
Still
was very
good.
good. We appear to
Roger.
be about 8 feet a second low on velocity. Flight path angle was slightly negative, about 0.1, minus 0.1 degrees. This gives us, this time is indicating apogee altitude of about 127. I'd expect us to get about 130. Everything looks very good. Roger, we haven't corrected on Bermuda data yet, is that correct? We are receiving Bermuda data. No correction as yet. Roger. We are receiving your data, Bermuda.
Roger, Cape.
Flight systems. Go ahead, system. Looks like we dropped in the orbit mode real quick after the turnaround. Very good. What is your fuel reading, Bermuda?
Stand by, Cape.
ATS contact 15,
52% meter deflection, Cape. 52% of full scale.
Roger, 52% of full scale. What was that time on contact? 15, 16.
Okay, we said C and our cow. Both relays have dropped out, and it's okay now.
Roger. We had ATS contact at 15, 16.
Roger, Cape. We still have solid telemetry 16 and below.
Roger.
PM following wireless. Attitudes are good. Pitch output scanner is steady.
Very good.
Rotor temperature of 150. 150 on both inverters.
You don't see any, do you see any indication of any high thruster activity?
No high thruster activity.
Very good. We're go then. Flight, Capcom. Stand by, Capcom. It's not important. Can I come back, please?
The horizon scan of all output is also steady.
Very good. How about the Chimp status, please?
Chimp is go. Okay, Capcom.
Go ahead.
UHF contact. TM RPM, solid, low, high.
Roger, understand.
Roll. Attitude and horizon scanner roll were initially oscillating. They are now settled down.
Read you loud and clear.
We just had a pulse in cabin pressure. Must have been noise. Now normal.
Roger. How about those temperatures?
Roger. Temperature 170. ASCS
Receiving Mercury data.
178 degrees.
Roger, that looks about normal.
Good.
Sounds like ILS reading high, that's what I suspected. Looks like it might be leveling off again. It went up and then leveled off. It's gone up to a new level and leveled off. It may be that we're getting some freezing.
Roger.
Climb us back and teletype both ways, Flight. Flight, Roger. Go ahead.
I don't think you're getting any cool from the cold plates at all, I go.
Yeah, could be that the whole thing is frozen up there.
Roger, that's what I think. Because the cabin temp is steady too.
Right. Like this part of
Oh, the cabin temp is cycling, which is expected.
Well, I mean, it's not very much. It's not going up like 8 did.
Monsieur, end the transmission with 0 observations. If we go through them, and if they reacquire and retransmit, we can still use the data.
Roger. Mushay, Capcom, you sent us an end of transmission on your radar. If you reacquire, we can still use the data, so send it. You sent us an end of transmission on your radar data, but if you reacquire, send us that data, we can use it.
Roger.
How do the other systems look?
All the systems look AOT, then by sending Zoop RCAL.
Roger, RCAL.
All flight controllers got entry. Transport summary, now this flight on your meter. We're now receiving data from Mushay, sir.
We're receiving data again, Mushay.
Roger, flight. Flight Mushay, Capcom, RNZ Cal sent, same as before.
Roger.
Climate voicemail in, flight.
CET is 2 seconds slow.
Very good. Sounds like it stopped losing time completely at this point. What is the TORF reading?
043238.
Very good.
Decom.
How about fuel readings?
Auto fuel 52% full scale. Manual fuel 54% of full scale.
Roger, looks good. How about the Chimp status?
Roger, coming at you. Surgeon and Shea Surgeon, our Chimp status is good. Heart rate 120 regular with occasional PVCs. Respiration rate 30, regular, and with good excursion apparently. Body temperature has risen to 100. I repeat, body temperature has risen to 100.
Roger, read you loud and clear.
Activity on psychomotor test is number 1 has stopped completely. We are getting no response from the Chimp on psychomotor test number 1. Shea Surgeon out.
Roger. How do you feel about that 100 degrees body temperature, Dan?
We still have excellent UHF contact.
If we find out, what is the suit inlet temperature?
If you'd like to have it, we can give it to you now.
Standby 1, negative. We would like the suit inlet temperature. We'll take the UHF when we get to Woomera.
Roger. Suit inlet temperature 75 degrees.
Roger, 75 degrees.
Flight, we better watch this pretty carefully because if he's getting rides and this shows that his body temperature.
Flight Neuronic Channel, we deploy the capsule PM solid.
Because
Roger, Woomera.
pretty rapid rise. And suit inlet.
Roger.
Could we also get a reading as to whether he's receiving any shock on purpose?
Will call.
Flight to Capcom.
Go ahead.
We have high thruster operation on 6-2 and 6-3.
Roger, can you tell us if you saw any change in attitude during that time?
We still have TM solid. I see no changing in attitudes. They are holding solid.
Roger, would you tell us if the Chimp was getting any shocks?
Roger, stand by.
Flight, I would like to have him verify those segments again that he saw the high thrusters on.
Okay, but let's get that from Woomera. 62 and 63 is what he read.
They're not the right segments.
Right. We would like to also have verification of those segments of thruster operation.
Capcom.
Go ahead.
We have no readout on Chimp operation now. We're checking PM to see if it is a ground fault.
Roger. Woomera Capcom, can you give us Chimp body temperature and also if you see any high thruster action?
Roger, Case, stand by. Chimp body temperature 100.5. Stand by for thruster activity.
You copy that, Surgeon?
Flight Mercury Capcom.
Go ahead.
No high thruster operation.
Say again.
No high thruster operation this time.
Roger.
Shade TMLOS.
Roger.
King Fighter White Capcom, overall we look pretty good. Here comes the specific readout you asked for.
Go ahead.
Temperature 100.5.
Say again.
Respiration. Say again?
Go ahead. I got you. 100.5 on body temperature.
Affirmative. Respiration rate 2-2. Seat temperature 77. Stand by.
Flight environment.
No activity on high thrusters. ASCS inverted temperature 195. Stand by. Cape by the White Capcom, the temperatures on the thruster or fuel lines, HPO lines, are over 50%. Do you want a specific readout on them?
You can give us a readout after LOS. How about fans inverter temperature?
Roger, stand by. Fans inverter temperature is reading 200.
Roger. What do you think of that system?
The clock is still running about 2 seconds.
Well, I think what we ought to do is
time of reference is unchanged, 043238.
as soon as we get in range of California, let's get a quick read down there, see how fast it's going up. It might be being steady or it might even go down. And we can decide what to do that night. Flight environment for him. It looks to me like we had a freeze up in a two heat exchanger, and it looks like it's just about broke loose now, and it's almost identical to what we had in NA4. And I think if we get another reading at the same level, it's just about broke.
The roll attitude went to -40. We're now back to 0. The horizon scanner roll output confirms this.
Did you see any high thruster action?
Affirmative. Segment 70.
Retro. Say again?
Segment 70.
Roger.
And this was confirmed by a jump of roll attitude to -40, and also confirmed by the horizon scanner roll output. We are now reading normal attitudes.
Roger. Flight surgeon. Go ahead. Do they have any psychomotor activity? Do you have any psychomotor activity? And then give us Chimp status from your surgeon.
Roger, stand by.
California, in the interim here, and you need not answer. I want the same readouts from you as soon as you get solid PM. And you know the retrofire setting for area G is 030016 GMT 180813. We may want to get some lead time on that.
Cape Flight Capcom.
Go ahead.
Roll attitude is going up on the negative side again. We're reading about -25 now. I expect we'll get a high thruster in there in just a minute. -28. -30 degrees. Roll attitude. Both fuels still look good.
Roger.
Flight, this is Retro.
Go ahead.
Fido and I just been discussing this thing. And I would say all systems are green for the third orbit with the exception of this minor problem on the roll. High thrust action on 70 has just brought the capsule back in. Reading approximately 0 degrees in roll.
Roger.
We're green for the third orbit with the exception of this minor problem on the roll. High thrust action on 70 has just brought the capsule back in. Reading approximately 0 degrees in roll.
Roger. Is the roll attitude changing any now? What's the roll attitude doing now? What is the roll attitude doing now?
TM is broken now. I cannot give you a readout. At the last, it was in a range of 0 after the high thruster came in.
Roger. Was it steady at 0 degrees? Was it?
I think we had an oscillation toward the minus side. After it got back to zero, we only had a few seconds of T, and not long enough to determine the trend.
Roger, did you get a look at the scanner?
Affirmative. The scanner confirmed the scanner output we had approximately the same as the roll attitude.
Roger, and this went to 30 degrees before you got the pulse, is this correct?
Say again, you have transmission.
Did you go to 30 degrees and roll, minus 30 degrees and roll before you got the thruster operation?
Affirmative, that's what he described to you.
Okay.
We went to about minus 40, almost minus 50.
Looks like we're going out of orbit mode and roll. Well, we're coming to a point of decision here. Flight system, go ahead. I think what we ought to do, as soon as we get to
The
California...
roll oscillation is always on the negative side. Again, other than that, there were no system problems. All systems appeared green. And each time that the roll reached the high side, the high thruster came in and brought it back to within limits.
Okay, we got enough. Go ahead, system. I think what we ought to do here is...
California, come
Once we get to California, let's take a fuel reading first of all. Take a look at that thruster reading again to see if it's still operating in that fashion. And also take a look at the inverted temperatures, and I think at that time you can say what we do. Well, when we get contact at California on this path, we'll be at 2:58:30 roughly, which is 2 minutes. Minute 30 seconds roughly to retrofire if we want to come down at the end of this orbit. Recovery from flight? Go flight. Do you still want to come down that early? Negative. Not if we're not worried about the temperature of the animal. I'd rather shoot for the middle of the area. Okay.
Flight this retro.
Go ahead.
I'd rather shoot for the center of the area regardless of what the
I agree with you.
conditions are because we already calculated dispersions here.
Roger. Okay,
California and voice contact.
Roger, understand. Stand by, California.
Command carrier on.
California at contact. I'd like to have fuel readings on the auto fuel. I'd like to know what the roll scanner is doing. I'd like to know if you have any roll attitude or oscillation. I'd also like to know if you see any high thruster operation in roll.
That works. Roger, we'll comply.
If you do, I want you to stand by for retrofire. The retrofire time is 03:00:16, GMT 180813.
Roger, I copy 03:00:16, GMTRC 180813.
Roger.
Would you give me a GET sync, please?
Wilco at 2 hours 58 minutes. Mark.
Roger, we're right on.
Flight, Surgeon. Go ahead, Sergeant. If you look at the history of Suit Inlet from Woomera to Canton to Hawaii, it looks like we have gone over the peak here. We reached 80 on Canton summary.
PM is
Coming back
32.
down again.
Roger, understand.
Critical.
Surgeon, over. This is California Systems.
Roger, California solid. Systems,
Inverted temperature.
you willing to go around one orbit, this thing going out of orbit mode?
200 degrees.
Say again.
ASCS inverted temperature, 200 degrees.
Roger.
Fans inverted temperature, 200 degrees.
Roger.
Attitudes roll, minus 2 degrees. Horizontal scanner roll, approximately the same, minus 2 degrees. No ignore signal. Horizontal scanner pitch, minus 30 degrees. Pitch attitude, minus 34 degrees. Stand by for high thruster activity.
Let's let it go, system. Do you agree with that?
Fuel readings Auto fuel, 48% of full scale. Manual fuel, 57% of full scale.
Willing to go on orbit with this thing going out of orbit mode? Flight system, go ahead. If we don't have any high thruster operation, I think we can go some more. Well, are you willing to go on orbit with this thing going out of the orbit mode? Well, if we dropped out of the orbit mode, obviously over Hawaii, but if we're in the orbit
California
mode,
thruster activity on 69 and 70.
Thruster activity on 69 and 70, roger. Did he say activity or no activity? Activity on 69 and 70. You've got 12 seconds. Roger, therefore we ought to bring it back
on
in.
roll at California.
All right, go ahead with retro fire.
Roger.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Roger, retro's fired.
Fire to 18081.
Roger, we have confirmation of retros 1, 2, and 3 fired.
Roger. Roger, understand. You copy recovery?
Stand by for
copy.
time.
Retros have fire. Did you give us a readout? Recovery from flight, did you copy? I copied that the retros had fired. That was the last I copied. Roger. California Capcom, can you read us the exact time of retro fire and the attitudes at retro fire?
Stand by. We are in re-entry attitude. I'm having a little trouble getting these from the events recorder.
We understand you are in re-entry attitude.
This is Glamis. We don't have the accurate reading of retro fires from the back room yet, but we have 030022 for number 1, 030018 for number 2, and 030027 for number 3.
Roger, understand.
Retro jettison at 03, retro retract just occurred. Retro retract at 030150. Retro jettison at 030116.
Roger. Did you copy that, Fido? Looks like we got it right about on time.
Sim status is good.
Flight, you'll have re-entry phase. Should have valid IP.
Take flight, California Capcom.
We have an IP recovery. IP is 2853 north, 6555
Take
west.
flight, California Capcom.
Roger, I copy 2853, 6555. Affirmative. Time to 60,000 feet, 18 hours, 22 minutes. Roger. California, go ahead.
Hey, Chris, I don't believe our events recorder times. I think our light times are right on. I'd like to give those to you instead if you'll accept them.
Go ahead.
Retro number 1, 030017. Retro 2, 030022. Retro 3, 0300.
Chimp flight, this is Texas. We confirm events through scope retract. Do you read us? Stand by. I don't want it yet. Go ahead. What was that last number you gave me, California?
Retro number 3, 030027.
Roger. What time did you
Chimp
get
flight,
retro
this is
data?
Texas. Our listening capability on Goddard is apparently out. I will transmit in the blind. Texas, be quiet.
He can't hear you.
We indicate in re-entry attitude from Texas.
Go ahead with retro jettison, Arnie.
Retro jettison is 0117. This seems just to confirm our retro number 1 fire time.
Very good.
Those are off the lights.
Okay, you're within 1 second of Guaymas.
Very good.
You copy that, Fido?
We had a pretty good readout as I threw the switch. I think those are all right.
Say again?
We had a good readout as I threw the switch. I think those are okay.
Okay. What were the attitudes at retro fire? What were your attitudes at retro fire?
Attitudes holding during retro fire.
Very good. Did it look right on?
Stand by.
Like Guaymas is about something more change. The first one, we missed the other one.
California, we believe we were right on and held throughout retro fire with attitudes.
Roger. Did you copy, Fido? You have a valid IP with the first successful correction on California. That's the reading down. Fine. First successful correction, Bob, from California is as follows. You on? Roger. 06956 west, 2953 north, 0432. California, Illinois, 60,000 feet. But let's hold that one until we get a few more radar points.
Affirmative, Guaymas.
How does the Chimp look here? Cape has solid TM. How does the Chimp look here, Surgeon?
He looks pretty good. We've had bursts of EKG, but in the bursts he's looked very good. We do not see the fact motor performance, however.
We're probably getting in a blackout.
His body temperature is 100.5.
How do you look, environment?
I look pretty good here. Temperature is about 80. Before I lost, two temperatures about 80.
Okay. How do you look, systems, while you had signal?
Well, a quick look that I had, the attitudes looked like they were pretty good, and that's about all I got a chance to look at.
Okay.
The two inverters were up to 200.
The Cape has lost telemetry. We're probably in the middle of the blackout. All systems appeared not to be too bad at that time. Cabin suit temperature was up to 80 degrees. The temp status looked fairly good. The other systems looked to be working properly. We appeared to get into the proper attitudes after retro fire. We got us in the pack properly. Everything looked about normal. We were getting real good track during the re-entry.
Roger, Cape.
We have a RIP now showing 6607 west, 2858 north. Time to 60,000 feet is 18 hours, 22 minutes. Did you copy that recovery?
I confirm 2858 north, 6607, 18 hours and 22 minutes.
That's correct.
How does this one look? We have not gone out with any yet.
Okay, stand by one. I think that one's probably pretty good. Fido from Fido. Go ahead.
You have a Texas correction at this time, 2858, 6607. I believe this should be fairly good. We do have Eggman data. Canaveral does have track, and I have requested integrated IP from 7090.
Okay, let's go ahead with that one, Bob, and then we'll wait till we get the rest of them and go ahead with the final one.
Roger. License, Surgeon.
Go ahead.
Where do we stand as far as ship? I haven't been able to...
At 66 degrees, this is right in the middle of the two ships. Right, coming right down the middle. We're probably about 60 miles maximum distance from the IP with the ship.
Roger, that's probably a couple, 3 hours then.
That's right.
Verify.
We're ready to continue.
Roger.
840?
Yeah?
We are okay on the Azusa. That was an external power problem, not internal.
Right.
The other problem was a problem with timing on our data from Bermuda. Is they okay at this time?
Okay.
Bermuda flight to Cape Retro. Go ahead, Retro. Do you have an estimate on this now? Or have you already given it? I gave the, he's okay. You okay now? I assume you're go. Roger. Roger.
Sequence, will you recycle the 330?
Roger. Right, this Fido.
Let's
Go ahead, Fido. Can you confirm whether we're receiving this signal with 35 now? Roger, understand. Stand by 1. Capcom, do you know anything about this SECO command? Retro, this is Bermuda Flight. SRO? Roger. It's okay now.
Mark, did you check from your end and see if the problem on timing going to our telemetry trailer is from your house?
Roger, we're checking it out. I just wanted to down station. Go ahead. We have timing in the one trailer. We do not have Bermuda, we're holding at 3:30. Bermuda flight, Cape flight, we're holding at 3:30. Stand by. Roger, understand, Cape. Stand by, we're going to pick up the count.
All right, Roger, thank you.
Flight, this is Retro. Go ahead, Retro. We've had some intermittent readings on the CET spaces, so
the count,
our use of hours on the setting has been intermittent, showing a 2 occasionally. On the hours setting? On the hours of the setting and the units of seconds and units of minutes on the CET. Roger, and it should be reading 0, is that correct? Should be reading 0. This has just occurred recently. What, did we have some oddball power on the capsule or something? Possible. Flight from support. TM reports this is owner received signal and it has settled down now. Roger, understand.
On my mark, we will pick up the count at T-minus 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Mark, 3 minutes, 30 seconds and counting.
3 minutes, 30 seconds and counting, Bermuda.
TM blockhouse, bring on the cameras.
Roger, that's where we
perform your final line Z-cal. Roger. AMR, turn on high-speed data rate recorder at T-minus 50 seconds.
Roger.
T-minus 3 minutes.
You have your PRF.
Mark, timer off, ready, switch to ready. TM blockhouse, you still haven't dropped out.
Roger.
Minus 2 minutes, 40 seconds. We're getting
You're happy now, Fido? Affirmative flight. Roger.
Okay, sequence, keep your eye on that periscope light.
Clock readings have settled down to what they're supposed to be now, flight. Roger, understand.
Roger.
Flight range safety observer, looks A-OK over here, standing by. Roger, read you loud and clear. How many? I read you the same. Roger. CTC, TM1 standing by.
Roger. Minus 2 minutes, 10 seconds, channel 1. Feeling lost punch.
Coming up on 2 minutes, Bermuda.
Roger, Retro, read you loud and clear.
Read you loud and clear also. Communication still okay with procedures.
Stalling flight virtualization. Turning warning systems on. Minus 100 to
last check for that.
on flow.
Okay. Roger. Flight Capcom, voices go. Roger, Capcom.
Minus 145 seconds. On. Engine perfectly right on.
I'm going off Bermuda there.
Minus 140.
Whole problem. Roger. Detect, this is Still go, systems? Systems are go. How about you, environment? We're go.
Cruiser is go.
Internal.
Minus 125.
Go flight. How about you, Fido? Go. Missile?
Minus 120.
Go. Roger. Capcom.
Minus 115. Status check missile power.
Go.
RF systems.
Go, Capcom. Go.
AMR telemetry.
Go. Filling your arm.
Telemetering quality. Go. Mercury capsule.
Go.
T-minus 60 seconds.
T-minus 60 seconds.
Internal.
Roger. Lock arm.
Order full slope.
Lift off now. Be ready on the Goddard conference loop. CSO range raise.
Minus
50 seconds. Ready line on, son. Reset.
Minus 45 seconds. Minus
40 seconds.
Status check pressurization. Go. Lock stacking. Go. Water systems. Go. Range operations.
Clear to launch.
Azusa. Minus
30
30.
go.
Mercury capsule.
Roger that, bro.
All pre-start final lights are correct. The ready light is on. Eject Mercury umbilical. Oil evacuate.
Mercury umbilical. 20 seconds. Mercury evacuate lights off. Roger, Capcom. Got it.
Sequencer stops at 19 seconds.
Recorders to
All
fast
recorders
speed,
to
emergency
fast.
control center.
T-minus 18 seconds and counting. Engine start.
We have a firing signal. 15 seconds.
Minus 10
10,
seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Ignition.
4, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. Lift off. Lift off. 14, 04, 16.
Flight, this is range safety observer. We have liftoff. We are showing green at present.
Roger. Understand. 1404 16. That's correct. How you, Fido? How you looking, Fido?
Range safety is still green.
Roger, range safety. Top board's plotting. Flight. Clock is running. It looks good, flight. Roger. Clock looks good. How do you look, systems? Systems look good. Environment? Looks very good. Surgeon? Looks good. How about Capcom? Voices still go. Roger. Missile, how are you? Looks good. Trajectory looks good. Borrowed data has flagged. Roger, understand. Standing by, environment. I have an AC failure light flight. Roger, understand. How's Span's bus? Span's bus looks good. Roger. Cabin is sealed and holding. An AC failure, Bermuda. Cabin sealed and holding. Looks good. AC failure. Roger. Sealed and holding. Still look good, systems? Look okay, thank you. How are you, Fido? Mercury looks good. GE has blocked. Roger. How do you look, Surgeon? Looks good, flight. How about you, Missile? Looks very good. Roger. Trajectory still good. Roger, Retro. Trajectory looks very
All
good.
systems are okay except for the AC failure.
Roger, understand. AC failure. Cabin is holding.
Cabin is holding, Roger.
High on flight path okay. Say again, Fido. Approximately half a degree high on flight path angle. Looks very good. Roger.
Slightly high on flight path angle, but
Range
okay.
safety confirmed.
Roger. Roger, range safety.
Ground track looks good. Range safety reported everything A-okay. Roger, Retro.
Still okay, systems?
Coming up on Pico.
Still look okay, flight.
Pico confirmed.
Pico and staging.
Staging confirmed.
Roger. Fido confirmed staging.
Pico and staging.
How do you look, Fido? Looks real good. Staging confirmed, flight. Roger. How do you look, environment? Very good. We sealed off just a little bit high. Roger, understand. How are your temperatures? Very good. The 150 is about 190. How about that inverter temperature? The 150 inverter is 190. but this is incorrect. It should be about 180. Okay, how do you look now, system?
Particularly look okay, except we have an abnormal pitch output. We're going to check that in a minute.
Roger, understand.
Pitch output seems to be coming down.
Roger.
Bermuda flight, Cape flight. Go ahead, Cape.
All of our fans bus looks okay. ASCS bus okay. See, we had an abnormal pitch output, but it's coming down, beginning to look better.
Roger, understand. We have telemetry contact. Roger.
Roger, understand. Telemetry contact.
We are receiving insufficient data. Roger, trajectory still looks good.
How does your TM look?
Solid.
Very good.
Flight, this is retro.
You confirm AC failure.
Stand by.
Go ahead, Retro. How's the clock?
Looks running real good. The ground track slightly north.
Roger, understand. Ground track slightly north. How do you look, Fido? Looks very good. Flight path angle is
Trajectory still good, Bermuda. Clock still running good. Roger.
How are you, Surgeon?
Acceleration is normal. Everything looks good.
How about you, Missile?
Everything looks good.
Capcom, we still got the communication.
Affirmative.
Trajectory looks good. We have some deviation in cross range. Roger, understand. Some deviation in cross range. Still within nominal, however. Roger, I'd expect it to take us through the range safety gate. Roger, understand.
Flight range safety observer, confirm we are go.
Roger, range safety.
We have a valid re-entry relay activated. Valid
Okay, I want to
relay
go
activated. Roger.
How about you, Surgeon? Go. Environment?
Go. Coming up on
Capcom.
point 8. Go.
Retro.
Roger. Retros go. Bermuda reports a valid re-entry relay activated.
Okay, it's up to you, system. 25 seconds.
28 mark.
Roger.
Roger.
We're gonna go, Bermuda. 20 seconds.
About 20
Bermuda
seconds to
from
go,
flight.
Bermuda.
We're gonna go.
Roger, Cape.
Range safety, we're gonna go.
Oh, Roger. Minus 10 degrees.
10
10
seconds.
seconds to go. Roger, Red Sun. Port uncovered. We're through the gates of flight.
Seco.
Seco.
Come in. Flight, we have cut off.
Seco. Seco, stand by.
We have a goal recommendation.
With a delta PR of 30 seconds.
We have cap set.
We have cap set. Roger. We are going more than 7 orbit capability. Cap set this green. Roger, Retro. We have no data at this time. Roger, GMT for area E is 140942. Roger, 0942. Just passed it. Roger.
How about retro attitude?
Give you a retro attitude yet. Right.
Roger, standing by.
Go ahead. We have bad pitch attitude.
We confirm, stand by. How does your scanner look?
We have intermittent pitch ignores.
Roger, understand. Intermittent pitch ignore.
Capsule in retro attitude flight.
We read capsule in retro attitude. How's the pitch ignore?
Radio scanner outputs all look normal. Okay, we agree.
Okay, everything looks normal to us. Everything looks good to us, Bermuda. How are you?
Roger, Cape. We are getting intermittent pitch ignores, but capsule is in retro attitude.
Roger, we consider this a go.
Roger. We have below valid track.
Roger, understand. Below valid track. Are we receiving Bermuda data, Fido?
Bermuda flight Fido, this is Cape Retro. ECTRC for 1 Bravo, 20 minutes, 50 seconds in orbit phase.
Roger, 20 plus 50.
Roger.
Recovery from flight.
Bermuda confirms go on
the flight. We got one.
Roger.
Flight, this recovery, you're being cut out. So it looks like we got one. Roger, we're on a normal launch.
Before we have LOS.
Time at Bermuda.
Roger, ran okay last time I saw it. Proceed to TCC.
How do the attitudes look, Bermuda?
Very good, Dave, very good.
How about the pitch horizon scanner?
Stand by. Minus 30 degrees.
Roger, understand. How about the cabin pressure?
Cabin pressure is holding. Stand by, got the number.
Roger. Bermuda Fido, how's the clock?
He said it was A-OK, flight last time we shot.
Okay, we have holding and indicated 6 PSI. Roger, how is the clock? How is the clock running?
Clock is running very well.
Roger. Go ahead, Fido. We've had Bermuda Velour tracking and got it, and we're now receiving Bermuda 16. Roger, understand. Receiving your data, Bermuda.
Roger, Dave,
Like this,
understand.
Fido. Go ahead, Fido. Cutoff conditions were very good, indicate about 20 feet a second low on velocity. 5 points were used in the go, no-go. Roger, how about our orbit capability? At least 7. Understand.
Flight to retro.
Go ahead, Retro.
End of orbit time is 1 hour, 29 minutes, 16 seconds.
That's figured.
Yep.
Give me the GMT.
GMT 153333. Flight persistence.
Could we get a reading from Bermuda on high peroxide usage? We had a slightly higher than normal rate at this time. Bermuda, would you give us your fuel rate, please? Fuel. We had a high rate.
Okay, we are reading 90% at this time.
Roger, how is the rate?
Stand by. Okay, it appears to be holding at 90% since acquisition.
Roger, understand. 90%. How's your TM signal?
TM is still solid and locked on.
All systems green.
Roger.
Did you confirm that AC fail light?
Roger, we have the AC fail light.
Okay, but the fans are still A-OK.
Roger.
Roger. Bermuda flight, Cape Flight.
Go ahead, Dave.
We get an ECTRC of 012916, GMTRC 153333. ATS contact, 1413. Roger, ZC. Would you repeat that time? 1413. We have ATS contact, 1413. Roger, understand. We have 1 second difference in the computer. Is that right,
LOS telemetry.
That is correct. Flight 1 second error in liftoff, and the guided computer is tied up. Have we corrected on Bermuda data yet, Fido? I have no report of a correction yet, Flight. I doubt it. Roger, understand.
Flight Capcom and ACAP is on air and ground. We're still reading the capsule.
We are? Roger, I'll stay off it. Mark, 4 minutes. No, I haven't been paying. 4 minutes to ground command when I gave you the mark. Roger. 9 seconds earlier on the clock. Cool. Can time. Summary shows the capsule clock is still on. telemetry contact.
Roger.
Plymouth PM solid. The clock is running 1 second fast.
Roger.
The time of retro fire is 012859.
What are the attitudes?
Attitudes are within limits. Stand by for actual reading.
Roger.
Pitch 34. Roll minus 20. Stand by, that's yaw. They're oscillating. Now down to 0, yaw and roll, and 30 in pitch, minus 30.
Roger, understand. Give us a good reading when it's fired.
Roger.
How's the fan and ASCS brush?
ASCS and fan spots are A-OK.
Okay, I'll keep quiet. Yeah, and let's make it a short count because I want to hear that retro fire by the clock. Okie dokie.
20 seconds to go on the clock. Roger. 5 seconds on the clock. Roger. Texas has PM contact. Retro 1 fired. 5 seconds on ground. Retro 2 fired. 1. Mark. Ground command. Command going out. Retro 3 fired.
What were the attitudes?
Stand by.
Texas has all 3 retro rockets
During
fired.
retro fire held normal. Repeat, held normal through retro fire. 3 retros have fired.
All right, you understand. 34 degrees, 00. 3 retros fired.
Roger.
Would you give us a GET hack on the 1, 2, and 3 fires, please?
Roger. GET retro 1. 012859. Retro 2. 012903. Retro 3. 012908.
Roger, understand. 590308. Attitude 3400.
Roger. Retro jettison 012958.
Roger, retro jettison.
The capsule is pitching to re-entry attitude. It looks like it's all yours.
Roger, what was that time of retro jettison?
012958.
Roger, understand. Could you copy that, Fido? Affirmative, Fido, I'm just relaying to Dr.
Space Capcom, do you show retro retract yet? Negative.
Go ahead, retro.
Finally, using Michelle Vector has already given us an IP for this time of retro fire.
All right, stand by.
Recent transponder is approximately plus 1 megacycle.
Okay, go ahead, retro.
Latitude 32 degrees 11 minutes north. Longitude 61 degrees 28 minutes west. Now this is phenomenal retro fire using the Shea vector, firing at 012859. Attitude.
Say again.
We have an AC tail light.
Roger. How about the bus?
Stand by.
And you say it's holding re-entry attitude.
Roger, holding re-entry attitude 000.
Roger. California confirms retro fire recovery from flight. Go flight. Everything looks A-OK as far as we can tell.
Roger, Flight. I copied the IP from Langley. I don't think we ought to send that one out, Bob. Let's see. Roger, we'll hold. Roger, I agree there. It's in the computer. Roger. Let's say we've got it all the way here. You still have TM, Barman? Affirmative. TM solid. Very good. Texas, Capcom, how does it look to you?
Looks good. We're in re-entry attitude. The rates are fairly steady, about at 0. Radar up, Fred. We are seeing command changes coming in on segment 4, as Barman is evidently changing the clock.
Very good. You have periscope retract.
We have scope retract. We agreed with the Guaymas times all the way.
Roger, understand. Flight discovery. Go ahead. That Langley IP is about 20 miles further downrange than the original one we had, putting it about 40 miles uprange of the LSD. It looks like we're all on the same ballpark, but we'll hold. Roger. Let's wait till we get this data in from Goddard. Flight is vital. Roger. Go ahead. Setting the vector now, and we are receiving Guaymas data. Very good. Have been receiving your data, Guaymas.
Roger.
Are you tracking Texas?
Command carrier is on.
Flight is vital. Go ahead. Texas has started transmission. Nothing from White Sands so far. Roger. We are receiving your data, Texas, not receiving White Sands.
Flight from support, we have acquisition.
Roger, we have acquisition.
Command carrier's on time.
We have command carrier on. Go ahead with your changes, Retro.
Flight, this is Texas Capcom. We have a yaw rate and pitch rate have been picked up on the rates. Yaw rate went to full scale, 5 degrees per second.
Roger, Texas. Yaw rate full scale.
It was just for several seconds, but it is showing some form of an oscillation.
Roger, we're back to 0 here. We have contact.
Roger, flight.
Flight from support. Go ahead, support.
We have 10 microvolts, both lengths, auto track on the 18.
Roger. We have solid TM at the Cape. Flight is vital. Go ahead. You have valid IP at this time. We've not corrected on any of the low speed data yet. Okay, here you go, Robert. 3211 north, 6124 west, 15 hours, 46 minutes to 60,000 feet. Roger, this is again right in there. Let's take a quick look. Let's send that one out, and we'll get you probably another correction on the Texas data, and that'll be about our best bet. Roger, flight. That's sure right in there with that other one. I think this is plenty good enough for our working. Roger.
Flight, a rough estimate of 05G is 013900.
Roger.
Corpus, this is Roseman here.
Capcom, do you have voice?
Texas, this is radar check. 17, dog 1.
Altitude 60 nautical miles.
So you cannot put your transmitter on?
Say again.
Is this because the transmitter's problem, or does someone not want to allow you on?
That is a transmitter problem. Flight this vital.
Roger, we're going to be coming on here
Receiving
shortly.
England data. Roger. Have we corrected on Texas data yet? Negative. No correction on any low speed data yet. No correction at all. That is affirmative. Roger, understand. You copy that recovery. This data that I gave you is a strict prediction on time. We have not corrected on any re-entry data as yet.
You mean prediction on landing time?
Affirmative. That was just the retrofire time that we put into the computer. This is not on any re-entry data.
Oh, okay, understand.
Flight this vital. Go ahead. Receive data from Bermuda. Receive transmission with 0 observations. Roger. Bermuda flight, Cape flight.
Go ahead, Cape.
Do you have TM contact as yet?
Negative.
We have good contact here. Systems appear to be working normally.
Roger, understand, Cape. Do you have C-band tracking?
Stand by one. Did we get any C-band track at all, Fido? Fido from flight. Go ahead, flight. Did we get any C-band track? I can't confirm that flight at this time. Stand by one. Roger.
The altitude indicating now is
We can't confirm. Stand by.
Roger, Cape. Flight from support.
Go ahead.
We've had LOS both lengths.
Roger. We have had LOS. We're probably in the blackout.
Roger, understand, Cape.
Flight Capcom, we received no voice, either HF or UHF. Roger, understand. We did not receive UHF or HF at the Cape.
Roger, understand, Cape.
We got any correction yet, Fido? Flight this, Fido. Go ahead. No report on track from the Cape yet. Do we have any corrections from our data from Guaymas and Texas? Negative. Roger. Let us know when you regain the signal.
Let's pick up Dollar. We haven't got it yet.
Did it look okay to use system? Command carrier is off. Systems from flight.
Roger.
Go ahead, flight.
Command carrier on.
Systems look okay to you?
Systems look perfectly okay, flight. All the way.
Roger. All our systems look go. Our command transmitter is off. Heard yours was on.
Roger. Computer transmitter is on.
Roger. We have an indication from USAID systems that 150 volt amp inverter temperature was 142 degrees.
We have a valid probe deployed, Dave.
Roger, understand. You have a valid drogue deploy. Did you copy recovery? Recovery from flight? Recovery from flight.
Go flight.
Bermuda reports a valid drogue deploy signal.
Roger, flight.
Okay, everybody's ready. We'll start our debriefing. I'll give a quick rundown as I saw it, and then we'll get everybody to give a detailed bit on this thing. Looked like we had a good missile and a good capsule, except for a AC failure on the capsule very shortly after liftoff. We saw no fluctuation in the fans bus or the ASCS bus. However, later indications from our range sites indicate that the temperature on the fans inverter was decreasing, indicating that we probably lost the 150 volt fans inverter. The clock ran exceptionally well. It fired right exactly on time. The attitude system, although some of the systems experts feel that there are some things happen that we did not fully understand, it maintained the capsule in the proper attitude fairly well throughout the flight. There was some indication that it was going out of the orbit attitude into the orientation mode. The cabin temperature appeared to go up to fairly high values. The oxygen appeared to decrease very rapidly, indicating the possibility of being on emergency rate. All other systems appeared to perform well. The cabin maintained its pressure, so did the mechanical man's suit. The isolated bus and the fuel readings were as about expected. We got excellent coverage from the range. Everybody acquired. No one had trouble acquiring on telemetry. We got good telemetry readouts. The communications were excellent. They responded to all our queries. The only problem we appeared to have was with the C and S band track. We appeared to have good S band track and poor C band track, although after we got over the United States that condition appeared to reverse, and I don't quite understand that. That will bear some looking into. The range, the AMR did track for about 1 minute on C-band, and they had fairly decent S-band track, indicating that both beacons were probably working okay. We probably lost track due to blackout rather than anything else. Bermuda did not reacquire. Bermuda's the computer appeared to be a little late in making a go-no-go decision. They had trouble getting track. The computers, as far as our computations had gathered, appeared to be excellent to me. We got some noisy data at cutoff, but it was able to make a very good go decision. The cutoff conditions we got were fairly close to what we finally measured at Canary Islands and Mouchet on the orbit. The retrofire maneuver was almost perfect. The clock timed out perfectly. The attitudes held. The sequence from there on was perfect as far as we can tell. The roll rate was okay. There was some yaw and pitch rates measured at Texas. However, when they reached our site, they had reduced to zero. The blackout was just about as predicted. It was a little bit shorter, and we got some fading in and out from Bermuda after we came out of the blackout. The recovery sequences seemed to be okay. Our predictions were good. We did not get corrected data. We got no data in from Guaymas. Is that right? Am I saying that right? You can correct me on that later. We didn't. The only correction we got to our data was from Eglin, and that appeared to be fairly close to where they picked the capsule up. As far as I can tell, right, Guaymas had no radar track. That's my summary of the flight. Let's get some details, and we'll start with the missile man who sure gave us a good bird. Not reading you. Can you go to Goddard Conference? There. Okay, he's on now. Right. The missile looked pretty good all the way. It looks like we had some rather hot engines in there. Booster cutoff occurred approximately 2 seconds earlier than nominal. takeoff was, according to my figures, some 11 seconds early. Roger, we also we made a query to Boucher, and they reported 142. Can you give us a brief rundown on the network?
Roger, Flight. I might say that this was probably a lot easier than the simulations that we've gone through in the past. We had very little instrumentation problems until the low end of the count when we had the standard panic on 2 radars simultaneously. But these both came back in.
I wouldn't have felt like I was in the same building if that hadn't happened.
All instrumentation was up at launch, with the possible exception of Egling's MPQ-31, which was intermittent there for transmitter problem and proved to be bad on the actual flight. And then camera coverage was the standard Mercury approach here. We had 5 or 6 steady reports on this and kind of a hairy beginning, but I can say in brief that instrumentation coverage seemed to be good, except as you indicated on the C-band radar.
Okay, procedures, do you have anything to add there?
The only item I had was the voice loop to Guaymas. The talk capability at Guaymas gave us some sweat there around the 7-minute check, but we'd already talked it over and decided we'd manually patch it in, and we just went ahead.
Okay. Can we go to Guaymas for Goddard?
Go ahead.
Guaymas, Capcom, Cape Flight. You want to give us a rundown?
Roger, Cape Flight. I would say down here in general, it looked almost as though this was a better mission than the normal one we went Monday night.
Roger. Would you, for the record, say what the retrofire maneuver looked like?
I'm going to let System say it since he watched it.
Okay.
It was the prettiest thing I ever saw. Right out of the book. I couldn't keep my eyes off the attitude meters, and they went right through the program.
Roger. Okay, and for the record, we got retrofire times. Would you repeat those times, Capcom?
Retrofire 1:01:28:59. Retro 2:01:29:04. Retrofire 3:01:29:09.
Roger. How about the bus?
Stand by.
And you say it's holding re-entry attitude.
Roger, holding re-entry attitude, 000.
Roger. California confirms retrofire recovery from flight. Go flight. Everything looks A-OK as far as we can tell. Roger, flight. I copied the IP from Langley. I don't think we ought to send that one out, Bob. Let's wait and see. Roger, we'll hold. Roger, I agree that we get in the computer. Roger. Let's stay with Goddard all the way here. You still have TM, Barmas?
Affirmative. TM solid.
Very good. Texas, Capcom, how does it look to you?
Looks good. We're in re-entry attitude. The rates are fairly steady, about at 0. Radar up front. We are seeing command changes coming in on segment 4, as Barmas is evidently changing the clock.
Very good. You have periscope retract.
We have scope retract. We agreed with the Guaymas times all the way.
Roger, understand. Flight disk recovery. Go ahead. That Langley IP is about 20 miles further downrange than the original one we had, putting it about 40 miles uprange of the LSD. It looks like we're all on the same golf course, but we'll hold. Roger. Let's wait till we get this data in from Goddard. Flight this side. Roger. Go ahead. Setting the vector now, and we are receiving Guaymas data. Very good. Have been receiving your data, Guaymas.
Roger.
Are you tracking Texas? Command carrier is on. Transmitter on.
Right, this is Fido. Go ahead. Texas has started transmission. Nothing from White Sands so far. Roger. We are receiving your data, Texas, not receiving White Sands.
Flight from support, we have acquisition.
Roger, we have acquisition.
Command carrier's on time.
Command carrier on. Go ahead with your changes, Retro.
Flight, this is Texas Capcom. We have a yaw rate and pitch rate have been picked up on the rates. Yaw rate went to full scale, 5 degrees per second.
Roger, Texas. Yaw rate full scale.
It was just for several seconds, but it is showing some form of an oscillation.
Roger, we're back to 0 here. We have contact.
Roger, flight.
Flight from support. Go ahead, support. We have 10 microvolts, both links, auto track on the 18. Roger. We have solid TM at the Cape. Flight this, Fido. Go ahead. You have valid IP at this time. We've not corrected on any of the low-speed data yet. Okay, here you go, Robert. 3211 north, 6124 west, 15 hours, 46 minutes to 60,000 feet. Roger, this is again right in there. Let's take a quick look. Let's send that one out, and we'll get you probably another correction on the Texas data, and that'll be about our best bet. Roger, flight. That's sure right in there with that other one. I think this is plenty good enough for our working here. Roger.
Flight, a rough estimate of 05G is 013900.
Roger.
Corpus, this is Roseman here.
Capcom, do you have voice?
Texas, this is...
Just made out check.
17, Nord 1.
Altitude 60 nautical miles.
So you cannot put your transmitter on?
Say again.
Is this because of a transmitter problem, or does someone not want to allow you on? That is a transmitter problem.
Flight this, Fido.
Roger, we're going to be coming on here.
Receiving England data. Roger. Have we corrected on Texas data yet? Negative. No correction on any low-speed data yet. No correction at all. That is affirmative. Roger, understand. You copy that recovery. This data that I gave you is a strict prediction on time. We have not corrected on any re-entry data as yet. You mean prediction on landing time? Affirmative. That was just the retrofired time that we put into the computer. This is not on any re-entry data. Oh, okay, understand. Flight this, Fido. Go ahead. We received data from Bermuda, and the receive transmission with 0 observations. Roger. Bermuda flight, Cape flight.
Go ahead, Cape.
Do you have TM contactors yet?
Negative.
We have good contact here. Systems appear to be working normally.
Roger, understand, Cape. Do you have C-band tracking?
Stand by one. Did we get any C-band track at all, Fido? Fido from flight. Go ahead, flight. Did we get any C-band track? I can't confirm that, flight, at this time. Stand by one. Roger. The altitude indicated now is... We can't confirm. Stand by.
Roger, Cape.
Flight from support. Go ahead.
We've had LOS both lengths.
Roger. We have had LOS. We're probably in a blackout.
Roger, understand, Cape.
Flight Capcom, we received no voice, either HF or UHF. Roger, understand. We did not receive UHF or HF at the Cape.
Roger, understand, Cape.
We got any correction yet, Fido? Flight this, Fido. Go ahead. No report on track from the Cape yet. Do we have any corrections from our data from Guaymas and Texas? Negative. Roger. Let us know when you regain the signal.
Okay, just pick up. We haven't got it yet.